Welcome back to Everyday AI Made Simple. Grab your drink of choice and let's dive into today's topic.
If you look at technology news right now, you see a lot of videos like this. Humanoid machines walking, dancing, and smoothly folding laundry. But here at Everyday AI Made Simple, we want to look past those viral marketing demos. We need to evaluate these machines based on what they can actually do today in a real home, specifically from the perspective of caregiving. Basic home caregiving relies on highly practical physical actions. We are talking about fetching a drink from the kitchen, carrying laundry across a room, or helping someone navigate a doorway. When you strip away the hype and apply that standard, the current ability of these machines to work entirely on their own in our houses is surprisingly limited. To understand why, we have to look at the environment itself. Making a machine move is no longer the hardest engineering challenge. Operating reliably in a messy, unpredictable space is. Commercial spaces like hospital hallways are structured. They offer predictable layouts, standardized equipment, and consistent overhead lighting. By contrast, a home is chaotic. Clutter, moved furniture, and pets create an unpredictable environment. Every time a dog steps into a path, the robot's navigation system must recalculate its entire world. That's why successful robots are limited to known, repetitive spaces. Look at Moxi, built by Diligent Robotics. It doesn't look like a human. It has a wheeled base and one single arm, but it is deployed at scale right now in over 25 hospitals across the United States. Moxi automates routine movement for hospital staff. It retrieves supplies from storage, transports lab samples, and delivers medications so nurses don't have to spend their shifts walking back and forth. Hospitals are ideal for this because the building is digitally mapped in advance, the hallways are wide, and the elevators can directly communicate with the robot software. Then we have Digit from Agility Robotics. Digit actually is a humanoid robot, complete with legs and arms, but its job is extremely specific. It moves containers inside logistics warehouses. Digit excels at walking down mapped aisles and picking up standardized totes and bins. The target is always the exact same shape, weight, and material. Both Moxi and Digit are massive successes, yet their utility relies entirely on structure. Neither system is equipped to handle the physical variability of a soft, partially full laundry basket sitting in the corner of a bedroom. This brings us to Boston Dynamics. You likely know Spot, the quadruped robot. Spot navigates rough, uneven terrain like construction sites and mines, usually carrying a sensor array on its back. But Spot is primarily a mobile data collector. It walks around taking thermal images and gas readings. It rarely manipulates objects in its environment. Their humanoid robot, Atlas, performs incredible acrobatics in demonstration videos. However, its actual real-world transition is toward repetitive manufacturing work, not open-ended household chores. Tesla's Optimus shares a similar, highly ambitious goal. The vision is to build a general-purpose worker capable of handling tasks in both factories and homes. While Tesla has reportedly tested over 1,000 units internally, those tests are largely happening inside their own factories, spaces that are tightly controlled and supervised. These machines prove that dynamic mobility is possible, but dexterity, the ability to grasp an arbitrary, delicate object in an unknown environment without human oversight, remains an unsolved barrier. Let's run a practical test. Imagine asking a robot to autonomously fetch a bottle of water from your refrigerator. To do this, the machine must visually recognize the fridge door, pull it open, identify the correct bottle among dozens of items, plan a safe grasp, and carry it back to you without spilling. Right now, Moxi needs digital integration with a building. Digit needs standardized bins. Spot lacks hands, and Atlas is headed for manufacturing. None of them can reliably complete that unstructured kitchen sequence on their own. This is where we need to talk about teleoperation. Teleoperation is a system where a human remotely guides the machine or intervenes when errors happen. Many of the most impressive viral demonstrations rely on this hidden human support. True autonomy means the robot completes the task from start to finish with zero human input. Outside of highly predictable, pre-mapped environments, that level of independence is exceptionally rare. This doesn't mean robotic assistants will never reach our homes. It means the timeline is gradual. The industry is mastering predictable workspaces like warehouses first, and will slowly push those capabilities into more flexible settings. In the near term, we will likely see hybrid systems. These will blend partial AI autonomy with remote human teleoperation to safely manage complex tasks when the machine gets stuck. We are also heading towards specialization. Rather than a single humanoid trying to cook, clean, and provide medical support, we will likely use multiple distinct devices, like one robot dedicated purely to deliveries, and a separate reinforced system focused entirely on physical mobility assistance. Humanoid robots capture our imagination because they look like science fiction, but real progress is happening through specialized machines solving narrow logistical problems. Creating a machine that can safely and independently navigate the chaos of a human home is an ongoing engineering project with a long timeline ahead.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. And if you're ready to get serious about making AI your coworker, not just your chatbot, you can get free prompts and a 30-day AI confidence checklist, no sign-up required, at everydayaimadesimple.ai. That's where I'm building tools, guides, and resources to help you confidently use AI in your everyday life and work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.